So, hello everyone. Welcome to today's class. Today is our first week, so we are not going to do much, but I want us to hit the ground running. So, we'll talk briefly about the topic in addition to me introducing the course to you as usual. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Suleiman Demi. But to begin with, as I usually do, I'll ask someone or one of you to read the land acknowledgements. Then, after which, I'll properly introduce myself. And if possible, I'll ask few of you to also briefly introduce yourself. Then we start the class. So, who is going? I see Ashley.
Hi everybody, my name's Ashley. Okay, I'll read this.
Wonderful.
The land acknowledgement. We wish to acknowledge the traditional lands of the Ashni. I'm so sorry.
It's
Ash,
not big.
thank
Yeah,
you so much. The
that's okay.
Mississaugas of the Credit and the Mushkewak Cree, as well as
Mhm,
hereditary lands of the Métis Nation. We also
mhm,
acknowledge that we are on sacred lands set aside for education as envisioned by Chief Shingwak for our
mhm.
children and for those of us yet unborn.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your courage by volunteering to read. So that I mean, it's a good thing. If I may ask, I think I've asked this question before. Why is it necessary for us to, for example, do the land acknowledgement in most of our classes? I do that. I'm usually in the first day of class, and then the subsequent one I mean, depend on what we've already say, for example, in the first day to continue our classes. So, if I may ask, why is it relevant or why is this important for us to do now acknowledgement? Anyone? Oh,
Uh,
you know this. Yes.
I mean, it acknowledges all the trauma that we've given them for generations and
Mm-hmm.
respects, that we understand that this land was theirs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's good point. Who else?
For
Um,
honoring and respecting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Honoring and respecting is good point. Any other?
just to understand that the lands we're on is interconnected with all indigenous people, the water, and
Mm-hmm.
understanding that we're ancestral land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good point. Jennifer?
It also, as students, allows us to know where we're standing and what we're learning from and who we're learning from.
Mhm. Absolutely. Is it Sonnet? You want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say to acknowledge that they were the first people on the land and
Mm-hmm.
they are tied to the land
Mm-hmm.
from the
Mm-hmm.
ancestors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you are all right in essence. Just what I want to add is we have this author called Chimamanda Adichie, right? She cautioned us about the dangers of single story. And if I quote her, she said, the dangers of single story is that, or the danger of a single story is that it makes one story to appear to be the only story, right? It's not sometimes that is not true, but it makes one story to appear to be the only story. When we talk about history of Canada, it depends on which book you read, right? You may learn so many different things. There are some books that will tell you, yeah, the Europeans came and then civilized people and so on and so forth. And most places that colonization had taken place, that is the narrative, right? So land acknowledgement is by way for us to know the other part of the story, acknowledge and respect the indigenous people for their magnanimity, for us to be here, for example, to even share this knowledge as we do, and also to remind us of our responsibility, right? So it's not just by when knowing about indigenous. So what is our responsibility to the indigenous community, right? How do we contribute to make change? And then how do we learn to live on the land, right? So, for example, indigenous community, when we talk about indigenous community globally, there are various indigenous community in most places. So you go to Asia, you go to Africa, you go to North America and all that. There are ways by which the people who were the custodian of the land live with the land. So if you want to be part, you also learn how to live with the land. How do you do that? Through respect, reciprocity, right? And so on and so forth. This is not other class, right? So if this is like the anti-racism class, I'll take different, but this is a research method. So let's go back to the research method. And then probably when I meet you in other classes, we can discuss more. But all that you said, all of you are right in essence. I'll start by looking at how can I help. So this is about accessibility, right? When we talk about accessibility, my emphasis mostly is on how I can make this course accessible to everyone without compromising standard, right? We may argue, oh, standard is Eurocentric and whatever, but we are in it. The academia is Eurocentric, right? And therefore, if there is certain standard about what an academic integrity is, we don't compromise that just because we want to be progressive. We can be holding the highest academic standard as well as also try to be, flexible, right? So if there's any way that I can help as an individual, you email me any concern if it is within my reach. I may also encourage you, if you have any issue about accessibility, you reach out to the accessibility office, register with them. They will write to us so that you can get some accommodation. So this is a point to also note. Normally, I don't use pictures. I don't use photos in my classes. And the reason being, I want my classes to be accessible, or my slides to be accessible as possible. I use my slides as notes, right? As note that you can read, that you can what? Refer to, later, even in your career or whatever, in your academic work. And I make sure I provide enough text, right? So that even if you miss the class, when you read through the slides, you capture all that I want to see. Is that okay? By coming into class, we'll give you an additional explanation that I may not be able to add everything on the test. So we teach not only based on theory, but we also teach based on our experience. So coming to class, you get to know some of the work that I've done, some of my research, my experience, right? In conducting research, I will try to include them in the class. I also have this, I said this because, I mean, if, for example, you don't capture all that I'm saying in class, and you want me to emphasize on a point, do well to ask me, okay? I mean, draw my attention. When, for example, I state something that, or I say something that you don't understand, please draw my attention and I'll repeat that for you. I always tell students, for me, I do apologize for things that I think are necessary, but my accent is not something that I apologize for, right? I don't do that. And the reason being, when I apologize for my accent, it means I must apologize for being black. I must apologize for coming from where I come from. And that is not the job that I intend to do, right? So as I communicate with you, if you don't understand it and draw my attention, I can explain that to you. If not, then book a meeting with me. We have a discussion. Or I'm saying this because I remember 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I had a student who told me, "You have an accent in class." Then my question is, what is wrong with having an accent? First of all, what is the meaning of accent? There's nothing like standard accent in the world, right? If you are born in Canada, you may speak like a Canadian. That's fair enough. If you are born in America, you speak like an American. Even in America, there are so many different accents. We have the Southern and whatever. If you are born in England, you speak differently. You have England or British accent. So having Canadian accent is not any like an achievement, right? So that you use that to berate others, right? I have traveled so many. The one question I ask people is that I have traveled a couple of places. At least I've lived in England, I've lived in Germany, I've lived in Netherlands, I've been in the US, and they speak differently, right? So should I change my accent anywhere I go? Then it means I'm trying to fake things, and I don't do that. So that is about the issue of accent. And based on the experience, I highlight this based on experience. So if you have that difficulties, what it shows that maybe you've not traveled so much. So for me, I don't even now think about something called accent. So take note of that. Oh, sorry. So who is Suleiman? Uh, I'm an assistant professor at Agoma University. And then prior to coming to Agoma, I was a lecturer at the University of Toronto, Scarborough. I was also postdoc at the University of Toronto. And then I was also postdoc fellow from the Faculty of Medicine at Dalhousie University. As I mentioned to those who came early, I was a high school teacher for 7, 8 years. I became a principal, vice principal, and then became assistant examiner for West African Examination Council, and then finally got scholarship to study at the University of Toronto, I think 2012, with master's finish, and then did my PhD, and then taught there as a lecturer for 2 years before coming to Agoma in 2020. So that's a little bit about me. If you want to know more about my research, what I do, and so on and so forth, thank God now my website is ready. So maybe let me give you my website address to check out some of my research and activities and so on and so forth, so that uh, we cut the discussion short here. Let me give few student opportunity, right? We are about 40 something here today. If I should say everybody should speak, probably by the time the last person will speak, we will spend all the 3 hours. So I just give few people the opportunity. Let's say about 5. Those who want to introduce themselves, tell us why they took this course, whether they have any specific research interests, anything exciting, so that we get to know ourselves. The rest can introduce themselves through the chat. It's very important you introduce yourself, right? The rest of you can introduce yourself through the task, telling us, your name, what do you have any research interests, and so on and so forth. And this is, way of you getting to know each other, so that you can work in a group in a harmonious way. So let me give opportunity to 5 people who would like to introduce themselves, and then we move to, let me move to next. Yeah. We move to the second segment. Anyone?
Hi,
Yes.
everybody. Oh,
Good.
So, sorry, Dr. Demi, there's some people who are trying to get into class. They're waiting in the waiting room.
Waiting room?
Sorry to interrupt.
This is strange. Okay, let me see. And I don't have waiting room. What is going on?
I'm wondering if they're in the other class then, and in the other.
That's the confusion.
No, because
People are
that
in
wouldn't
the
make
other
sense.
class. People are in the other class. I joined from the other class too.
So there's no waiting room? Should I let them know for
No,
this class?
I don't have waiting room. So which is the other class? The
one that has, I think, 98 code. I think this one is 80. It ends with 80. You have 2 codes. You put 2 codes in there. I think you should delete the other one.
Let me check one. Let me check. Somebody said he was going there to inform them to join.
Me, Professor, when I went there,
Yes.
there was a few, and I put up on the chat, and they left. And there was just one other person, and she wasn't leaving. And I keep telling her to come to go and check her email, right? So
That was
when I
me.
left,
I'm in here now.
Emily.
Okay.
Yeah,
When
that
I
was me.
left,
I'm in here now. I was the
okay.
last one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
who are still waiting? Did somebody test you?
Yeah, Teressing, Tsering, said that they're in the waiting room.
My gosh. Okay.
Sorry,
Can you?
I'm just joining the class. This is Mary Fashanu.
Okay.
Hi,
Were you
Professor.
on the other?
Happy New Year.
It's same to you. Are you sure some of you are not in my other class? Because I'm wondering about you. I'll check. Okay. Sorry for that. I'll check when I finish. So let's start the introduction. Ashley, then Wanda, and then who? We have 2 Ashleys. Wonderful. So Ashley 1 and Ashley 2, and then Wanda. So Ashley Kaiser, go first.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ashley Kaiser. I come from a little northern town called Kirkland Lake.
Okay.
I'm technically in my 3rd year. I'm doing the pathway. I just graduated the addiction and mental health program at Northern College in June.
Wonderful.
And this is my 2nd semester here at Algoma.
Okay, good.
I'm currently on a leave from work right now because I got a major surgery done in December, but I'm a child and youth worker for Neofax here in town.
Okay.
And I'm taking this course just to expand on the knowledge that I got from Northern College. And I wanted to know a lot more about the Indigenous background.
Wonderful, wonderful. Northern College, meaning from Timmins, right?
No, I did Northern College in Kirkland Lake. I did it like this as
Oh,
well
okay.
over yeah, we did it on Zoom like this as well because we were spread all over Ontario.
Okay,
But
okay.
there
Good.
is a Northern College campus here in Kirkland Lake as well.
Oh, wonderful. I know of Timmins because I was there. I was in Timmins for 2 years.
Okay,
Okay,
we're about an
wonderful.
hour and we're about like another hour and a half further past Timmins.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Beyond Cochrane?
No, the other way.
Okay, okay, wonderful.
Yeah, the other way, more north. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Wanda,
Thank you.
thank you for thanking me.
I'm Wanda Clayton. I'm in my fourth year of the Bachelor of Social Work program.
Okay,
I live in Elliott Lake. I'm originally from Manitoulin Island.
okay.
What do I do for a living? I'm a mental health addictions manager for Sagamok First Nation.
Okay,
And why did I take this course? I think because it was a requisite to take,
I
but
know.
also just with being in the role of a manager, you do a
Mm-hmm.
lot more research than you think you do, right? So just
Mm-hmm.
some more of those skills. And then
Yeah,
I was happy to hear you were teaching again, Dr. Demi.
thank you.
Thank
Yeah, and
you.
you know, apart from you even doing the research as manager, people will conduct research and then submit the reports right to you, and you
Yeah,
should be able to understand the basic concept of research so that you can grasp the meaning of what they put there. So yeah, wonderful. That's
yeah,
great. Wonderful.
perfect. Thank you.
Ashley number two. Is it Ashley Neta?
Hi, my name is Ashley Nutter. This is my first semester at Algoma, but I'm doing the
Wonderful.
pathway. I am a registered social service worker.
Wonderful.
So I actually work in a private practice right now. We specialize with working with neurodivergent folks.
Mm-hmm.
So I currently run a few youth programs, and I really enjoy doing that.
Wonderful.
From research, I haven't had much experience with research outside of school assignments, but from
Mm-hmm.
my own personal experience, I think something that would be really cool to kind of research is the integration of neurodivergence and sobriety. From
Mm-hmm.
myself being sober and neurodivergent, I spent so much of my life masking the neurodivergence, and then recently becoming sober in the last few years, there's another layer
Mm-hmm.
to that unmasking of kind of rediscovering who you are in a
Wonderful.
different perspective. So I think that would be really cool to experience and research.
Wonderful, wonderful. So research normally sometimes start from passion, right? Or start from experience. So at least for now you have an area of interest. So what you have to do is to build on, right? And then explore it in a broader sense. Rennie,
Thank you.
did I mention your name right?
Yeah, Renee.
Rennie, okay, good.
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name's Renee. I'm in my first year of the Bachelor in Social Work program.
Okay.
I did graduate from the Social Service Work program at Sheridan, so I do have my diploma
Mhm.
in that. For a living, I currently do landscaping, so I'm not in anything having to do with social work, but I do
Mhm.
interact with a lot of people every single day.
Mhm.
And I do garden and landscape for a lot of people that live alone, people that
Wonderful.
just need somebody to talk to. So I kind of
Mhm.
feel like I integrate a lot of what I learn into what I do,
Mhm.
even if it's not directly related to social
Mhm.
work. And I took this course because, yes, it is a mandatory course that we have to take, but
Wonderful.
also I think that it's a subtopic of social work that I could brush up on and like
Mhm.
always improve on. So
Mhm.
I'm interested to see what more info I can gain on top of what I already know.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, I
Thank
mean, that's good. So you can see connection here, right? Landscaping, you meet people, you talk to people. That's about social work, right? When we talk about social, we mean both the physical and the natural environment, right? We interact with people daily. And that's why social work is considered as human services, right? Like education, like nursing, and so on and so forth. So you are in the right place. And we hope that you will be able to achieve the goal or the purpose for which you register for this course. So thank you for that. The rest of you, please, can you introduce yourself briefly through text, right? The chat. Yes, Jordan?
Hi, I can just do mine over here. I was just gonna wait
Okay,
till everyone wanted to go first.
okay,
I'm Jordan Bigger. I'm in my third year at Oklahoma University
okay.
towards my bachelor's of social work. During
Mm-hmm.
the school year, I don't do anything directly with social work, but in the summers, I'm a job coordinator for community living Algoma.
Okay,
And I'm very excited to take this course. It was one of my prerequisites, but
okay, good.
I'm also, I think this is research is very important in the social work field, and I'm
Wonderful,
very excited to learn some new strategies and tools.
wonderful. Jordan, are you the same Jordan who took my course last time?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now I know you. All right. So I think we are good now. Uh, the rest of you kindly introduce yourself so that your colleagues and myself will get to know what do you do, why do you decided to take this course. I know it's mandatory, but you may have some specific goal or objective for, why you took this course. So you can let us know about it and let's see how best we can help you achieve your learning goal or objectives. So let's start with the overview of the course, right? I will go through the course with you briefly. You have the course syllabus, right? Do you have it, the course syllabus? Yeah. So
Yes.
it's on the Brightspace. I also took the trouble to send it through email and also sent it through the announcement. So you should have a copy. Note that it's a provisional, meaning we can modify it a bit. And the reason being that I always work with my students to finalize the course outline. I've given some dates and for exams, date for not exam, for assignment and all that. Uh, we can negotiate, right? Everything is up for negotiation. We can agree on the date and stuff like that. So, for example, if the date is not convenient to all of you, then probably we can see how best we can do some adjustment and all that. You've taken, several courses at least, and you have the course syllabus, which everything is written there. So if you have time, you can just review the content of the write-ups. But I will just take you to the only essential part, right? The evaluations, particularly the assessment criteria, right? Which I want to take you through briefly. So in this course, we have 2 assignments and then 1 exams, and then a class attendance and participation. Note, I take daily attendance. And the reason being that I want to reward hard work, right? So if people can come here every evening, sit down, engage in discussion, contribute to make the class lovely, to respond to questions, to ask questions for others to benefit, then they deserve to be rewarded. So that's why I take attendance. And normally I take attendance either we we go for break, or before we go for break, or after we go for break. And I only use what I have taken. So if you join the class 10 minutes and you run away and I didn't capture you, then it means probably you didn't attend. When we talk about attendance, you'll be part, starts to finish. If for some reason there's a medical emergency or whatever, you want to leave the class, just draw my attention, right? That, oh, I have to leave. But if you leave on your own accord and I am not able to capture you as be in the class, I'm only using what I have. So take note of that. So I mentioned briefly about the assignment. Let's go into details. So the first assignment is attendance. So attendance means you should be here and you should also participate in the class discussion. That is the meaning of attendance. So sometimes somebody will tell me, I've been in class every single class, but you gave me 9, you gave me 8. Yes, you'll be in the class. Did you participate? The marks is for both attendance and participation. So take note of that. The second is critique an article. We want to know how you can review an article based on your experience. This course you are supposed to take, for example, 21, 27 before this course. So at least you have background or the basic understanding of research. Here we are coming to throw more light on what we started in 21, 27. So you have a little bit of background. So in one of the assignments, which is critique an article, and it worth 30% of your final grade. I'm going to group you in, or put you in a group of 3, that maximum, because I don't want large group to create confusion. So a group of 3, the first assignment, or 2, right? Then the second assignment, I'll increase the number, meaning a group of 5 will be enough for the second assignment. What you have to do is that I have these articles listed here, 1 to 4. So this time around, I'm providing you the article right away. So you can start your work right from today. So we have 4 articles here. You are going to review the article, meaning you are going to read the article and respond to some questions that I'll provide to you through the what? The rubric. The rubric is also there, right? When you go to the assignment, scroll down, you see that the rubric is attached. So take note of that. You have the option to select any one of these. You and your group members should, review them and then respond to the questions in the rubric. It is there, and I will later come back to talk to you about it.
Right,
So,
Dr. Demi, can I just, sorry to interrupt, can I just confirm you were saying it can be 2 or 3 people? Or would you prefer 3?
Yes. Normally it's 3, but
2.
if you are 2, it's okay. I'll group you today.
Okay. Oh, you're going to group us.
Yeah, today I'm going to try something different. So when we finish, I'll group you into 3. I know some people will come later to say they don't have a group or whatever, then I'll give them an option.
Sorry,
Yeah, I can see some.
Are we choosing our own group or are you choosing? Sorry.
Today I'm going to group you and see how it will work. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll group you randomly and see how best you can work together. Right? And if you have any issues, let me come in and let me all address it. Okay? Shay, yes.
Okay, this is Omo.
Omo, okay.
Yeah, talking about the group, how possible is it for us to have our own, to make up our own group ourselves?
I do agree.
Do you want to form your own groups?
Yes, Prof.
Yeah, because I think
Prof.
think because some people, like, if you group people together, this is my opinion. There are some, like, people could have had a bad experience with someone in the class, and then now if you're putting people into groups randomly, it actually a professor I had earlier today had talked about how that could be can perpetuate some trauma, right? Because if somebody's had a bad experience with someone and you're placing them into a group, right? Whereas if we have an opportunity to create our own groups, then
Okay.
it's just because and we're adults, right? Like being
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to pick our
I
group.
totally
But
understand.
I
I
just
know.
think where some of us may have had conflict with somebody, like you don't know that
Okay.
because generally people don't share those
Okay.
experiences. So
All right.
I think people should choose their own.
Okay, that's fine. I think I wanted to just experiment this. I have occasions where students will come to me that they don't know anybody in the class, right? And then they will prefer, me to group. So I wanted to experiment with that. And as I mentioned, everything in this, class is negotiable. If majority of you prefer to form your own group, that's fine. You are good to go with that. Right? Is that okay?
Excuse me,
So,
Dr. Demi. Sorry, can I just do a suggestion? I'm reading the chat. So
yeah.
some of us probably have picked some groups or will be picking groups, but maybe you could assign those that don't, because there's a few that are saying, can you add me in a group? Can you put me in a group? I don't know anyone. So maybe checking
Okay.
who
All
has
right.
a group
So,
and then
yeah.
pairing off other people.
Okay. So, okay. Then what we'll do is that,
Sorry, Dr. Demi, just to
yeah.
when you did last semester,
Yeah.
I appreciated that you had put the group. Remember, you had created the group in the group part of Brightspace, and then
Yeah.
if everybody had a group, they put their groups
Yeah.
there, right? For example, and then whoever was left could plug themselves in, right? So that's another
Okay.
example. I really appreciated that that was visual, so people formulated their own group, and then you knew who was kind of left.
Okay.
Yeah,
That should be, yeah, that should
I
be fine.
support
All
that
right.
too. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. If we agree on that, that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that.
Dr. Demi,
So, yes.
sorry, I just have a question about the assignment though in general, aside
Okay,
from
go ahead.
being put into groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the syllabus, you did explain that in the group of 3, we would be choosing one of the research articles from the list that you provided.
Yes.
So it says a list of 3 articles, but you listed 4 articles. Is it correct that we can choose any of the 4 that you provided?
Yeah, any of the 4. Any of the 4. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
It
okay.
seems I started with 3 and then I added another one. So I'll correct that.
Okay, I just want to
Yeah. So you
clarify that
can
we can
choose.
choose
Yeah.
any of those.
Yeah, any of the 4. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you for drawing my attention to that. Yes, Michelle.
Sorry, it's just in relation to the assignment also. So you will then provide, I'm assuming on Brightspace, the research article outline?
Yes, they are there already. And they are
Oh,
here
they're there
as
already.
well.
Okay, I didn't notice them. Okay, thank you.
These are the articles I'm referring to. Have you seen them?
Oh, those are that's what you're classifying as the research article outline?
Yes. These are the articles. I have them. I can also post them, on the Brightspace. But you
No,
can.
this just says critique the article you have chosen using the research article outline. So I didn't know if there
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
an
I have a.
outline.
Yeah, yeah. I have a material. I'll give it to you. Yeah.
And you're going to put that on Brightspace.
Yes, I'll put them on the Brightspace. Yes. Jordan.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. People are texting. I don't. Yeah. Your hand is up. Do you have a question?
Sorry, I must have forgot to lower it. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. So it's a legacy hand, right? Let me see
Demi,
those
I have a
texting.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
For the group, so you said so 3 people in the group, or it's just a pair, right? 2 people or 3 people?
Yeah, 2 or 3, yes.
We can't
2 or
have
3.
4?
No. You can have 4. It's 2 or 3.
Okay.
The
Thank
other
you.
assignment, which is group evaluation, the maximum is 5, right? So the second assignment, you can have as many as 5. But the first one is 2 or 3. Normally this class is supposed to be 25 maximum, right? That's what I'm supposed to teach. But I noticed that they've already set up to close to 60. I can decide to say, no, I'll only teach the 25. But I also realized that most of the students
Love
took
you.
courses.
Yes.
I would say love students. I would say most
Enjoy
of the
your
students,
class.
I met them before, right? So I can't deny them opportunity to take the other class, so I decided to take it. Normally, this class is supposed to be 25, which shouldn't be more than that. But let's see how best we can maximize our time and everything. Is that right? James?
Yeah. Yeah.
James, is everything all right?
I'm still waiting to hear exactly how you're going to do it. I didn't hear any clarity on how we're going to approach it. Are you going to be picking? Are you going to use Michelle's
So,
suggestion,
no,
or what is
all right.
the
I
idea?
think some of us
Good.
already created groups.
Hold
So
on a
that's
second.
perfect.
Hold on. Please let him answer the question. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So perfect. So now that we all agree that you want to create your own group, I want to give you the opportunity, right? So create your own group. I will share what do we call Google Sheet, as well as also create something on the Brightspace. I'll ask the e-learning to do that for me, so that you can write your names there. Those that don't have group, right? Come to me, then I can pair you up, or I mean, find a group for you.
Thank you, Dr. Demi.
Okay, thank you too. Is it Amoy Johnson?
Yes, it is. Good
Good.
evening.
Good evening.
It's my first semester,
Okay.
and I don't necessarily know anyone in the class. So
Okay.
I'm okay with you putting me in a group with
Okay.
other class members.
Let me. Right. Is there anybody looking for a group member right now? So I have Amoy
Dr. Demi,
Johnson. Yes.
you did mention that maybe a Google Sheets option would work out, because I think
Yeah. I'll
that
share the
way
Google Sheet.
people can, throw themselves into a group that they want, but also those who don't know anybody can also just throw themselves into any group as well. I think that worked out in the past. I had you a
Okay.
couple semesters ago, and that's what we did, and I think that worked out really well. There were no complaints, no confusion.
Yeah. All right.
So that way
Let me.
you specifically don't have to do anything.
Okay. I have a Google Sheet already prepared. So let me share the link with you. I want us this time around, I want us to start everything quick. I don't want us to delay on anything, all right? So that let me see, where did I put this? 1 minute. Okay. So assignment 1. Check whether it's. I'll put the sheet. Those of you here, kindly write your name somewhere for me. Okay. What's going on? Okay, I have to. What's it? Where is the chat? Okay. Try and see whether you can log into this sheet. Try and let me see if it will work.
It says we
I want
need
us to.
access.
You need access? Let me see. Google Sheet 1. Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 minute, okay? All restricted access. Anyone with a link. Check again and let me see.
Yep, Ren.
I can see people here. Okay. Please, let's log in. Today, I want us to log in. Let's see. Write your names.
Sorry, I think we're able to access it, but we can't edit it.
You can edit it? Okay. Let me see.
We have to
viewer.
request the access.
Don't worry, I'll make you editor. Check again. Is it working?
Nope. Yeah, now it's working.
Somebody is typing. I can see Michelle.
So sorry, this is just for the critiquing of the article, right?
Yeah, just for the critiquing of the article. Just so you have only 3 spaces, right? Uh-huh.
Dr. Demi, what is it under?
Yeah.
Sorry, like the spreadsheet, like the Google sheet. Where do we find it?
Oh, in the chat.
In the chat. Okay, I'm looking in the. Okay.
Justine, I got it. I've got it.
Dr. Demi, are you going to do the same thing for the other one also? Is that?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, good.
Katrina and Ashley, if you want to add your emails, I created our group.
I was looking in Brightspace, Dr. Demi. Did you say it's in the chat over here?
Yeah, chat. Just look at the chat.
What do I just put my name in there and some
look at the chat and click on the link. It will allow you to enter and write your name.
click on what link? The one where you
James,
say
there's
adapting.
a link in there. Yeah, adapting to climate change perspectives from smallholder farms. That is
Let me see if I can
link
add
for the.
you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to see if I could. Did you find it, James?
I found it. Yeah, I pulled it up here.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for thanking her.
Doctor, but for whatever reason, I can't, access the link.
Are you sure? Just log in and let's see. Do you have,
Yes, I click on the link and it says, sorry, unable to open the file at present. I've been trying in and out, and I've refreshed my computer too, but nothing is coming up.
Oh. Who's that? Is it Mary?
This is Omo.
Omo, okay. All right. Let me see.
Professor,
Do
me
you have
too.
group? Do you have group already?
Sure. Yes, sir.
What's your group members? Then I'll help you.
Then I have Chidima and Omo.
Omo, okay. Omo. So I'm putting you and Chidima. Sorry,
Yeah.
Chidima. I don't know whether the spelling is correct, but I'll just make something up.
And Shamat said she can't log into. Shamat.
Shamat too?
Yeah, Shamat and Ronke.
Doctor, me too. I can't log in. Mary.
Are you?
Oh, it's
I don't have
working
a
for
group
me now. It's working for me now. I can write down my name.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fine.
have a group, doctor. You can put me on any group. I'll be fine.
Who
Mary.
is that, Mary?
Yeah, Mary Fashion. Yeah.
So I'll add you to the Omo and Chioma. Chioma, are you okay? Omo?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes,
I'm with
doctor.
Ronke. I'm trying to put the name in.
Thank you very much, Omo and Choma. So I'll be joining them then.
Yes.
Thank
So
you,
I've
doctor.
already started.
It's Omo and Chitima that that you're joining, not me. Sorry.
Oh, okay, it's Omo. Okay.
Chitima and Omo.
Okay, Chidema.
There's
Okay,
only
thank you
3
very much.
people that can go in there.
Okay, so doctor, thank you for adding me up.
Thank you for thanking me.
Thank you.
Omo, do you see your name? I started somewhere.
You want me to click back? Same thing on the link.
Yeah, go click on the link.
Yes, I just did, and it's still saying the same thing.
Okay, so that's fine. I've added you, Mary, and Chidima. Are we done? Do we all have groups?
Dr. Demi, would you be able to post this Google Doc into onto Brightspace for us, just so people can reaccess it?
Okay, sure. But you have the link too, so.
I know, I just mean for those
It's
who
online.
maybe missed it or aren't in class right now or something like that, just so that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you for thanking me. Are you sure that all of you? Okay, let me see. All right. I'll put the link again so that okay, we are done with this one. Let's go back. Oh, where is my slides? Today I don't intend us to stay for long, but let's do this once and for all, okay, so that you will all be safe. So, assignment 2, in a group of 5, right? I'll take time to explain this, not today. Details of the assignment. The rubric is also there. So, are we done with the first group? Now, we are coming to have the group of 5. So, let me put the link also so that you can write your names. Where's the? Who paused my screen? Okay. Let me put the chat. I don't know what these smallholder farmers are looking at for here. Okay. Okay, the second link is here. Try and see whether you can log in. The second link. Okay, this one, yeah. Oh, already people are in. No, this is the first one. Let me look at the second one.
To edit.
Okay, you can't edit, right? Let me allow you to edit.
No.
Yeah. You can edit now. Check. Is it possible? Okay, I can see somebody writing.
Sorry, you want us to do what?
Yeah, if you have group members, you can populate your name, or even if you have 2 or 3, just write your name there, any of the group, so that others will join.
Sorry, we're using the same form?
No, different form. I posted, different form on the chat. It's assignment 2, group evaluation. Do you see that?
I'm not able to edit. Justine, can you add my name and then maybe Michelle can find us?
Okay, what's your name?
Done, Wanda.
Dan?
Yeah, it's done, Wanda. I did it. I added you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Group 5.
Group 5, okay.
Is it okay? Are we allowed to have just 4, or do you want absolutely 5?
No, 4 should be fine. If you have only 4, it's fine.
Perfect. Thank you.
This time, I'm not going to take any individual work. Last term, I suffered so many individual assignments.
Oh, okay, okay.
Are we done? Okay, people are still writing. Omo and Chidima, I can see your names here now. It means one of you is able to log in, right?
Yes, Shama is doing that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
doing
okay.
it. This is
We are
for the group
always
of
together.
4.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
for
Okay.
the group of 4, right? This is the next
Yes.
assignment. Yeah, I put our names there. Yeah, 4 of us.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 5, not 4.
Oh, it's
Oh,
5?
you said
Oh.
you
Yeah.
don't mind 4?
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
just asked. Yes, 4 should be fine.
Okay.
Hey, Prof, for the first group, you said you don't mind 2 or 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me, Professor. I was just wondering if 3 was good for the second one.
No, 4. I need minimum of 4. Mostly it's supposed to be 5, but if 4, I will allow that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for thanking me.
Sorry, I'm just a little confused. Are we also now making groups for the second assignment
Yes.
on the same spreadsheet?
No. I posted a new spreadsheet.
Okay.
So
I'm
check the
confused.
chat.
Gotcha. All right, sorry. Thank you.
Sorry, Professor, I clicked on the link and I don't have access to it.
Oh, who is that? Who is talking?
It's Nicole Level.
Nicole, okay, Nicole.
I had to refresh, Nicole, because I didn't have access and now I do.
Okay. Nicole, can you refresh and let's see? Do you have any group member who can write your name, Nicole?
No, not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
telling me that just like the page is not found.
Oh.
Nicole, would you like to join my group?
I would love to.
Okay, I can put your email in the chat and I'll add you.
Amazing, thank
you. No worries.
Anyone? Imadenia also has a in group 12, only one person. So if you still need a group, you can join Ima.
Yeah, I don't have anybody to put in my group, so
I direct chatted you. Do you want to join ours? We're group 8. We have 3.
yeah, sure. Can you move my thing to your
Yeah.
guys' box? Thank you.
Anyone want to join group 5? There's 3 of us. If there's anyone who wants to join group 5, thank you.
For the
But
first,
Chidima, please, I want to find out if you added me to the second group. Mary Fashion, please.
I'm trying to join group 5. Can I join you?
Okay, Mary.
Yes, you can.
Somebody,
Yeah.
1 second, Shaman.
Just put your name.
Yeah, just put your name.
Yeah,
can't
Chitima, I
access.
can hear you. Sorry, what did you
Okay,
say?
Mary said we should put her name in our group.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so just put
Mary Fashion for the second assignment.
Yeah, Mary Fashion.
Okay.
Fashion, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll put it there.
Thank you
Okay,
very
then.
much.
Thank you.
hey guys,
Thank
for
you so
the
much.
first assignment, there's a Samantha Mazuka. I see that Samantha, you're by yourself, and my group with Dana only has 2 people. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, I'll join that group. Thank you.
Cool. I think 3 is better than 2.
Yeah, I know.
Nicole, are you joining group 5?
Pardon me. Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes, are you joining group 5?
Group 5 is already full. Sorry,
Oh,
Laura.
it is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Group 3 is not full. Oh, group 2 said they are a group of 4. Nicole, do you have group?
I am apparently in group 9.
Oh, okay.
Samantha, just so you know, I put your name under mine and Dana's.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Amy, I sent you a direct chat if you wanted to join our group. I didn't see your name on the spreadsheet. I don't know if you can hear me.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Amy Klutz here?
Yes.
Yeah, you can join group number I think it's 7 with Kaylee, Laura, and Renee if you'd like.
I'm already in a group, but thank you so much.
Okay, well, if anyone else is looking for a group number 7 with Kaylee, Renee, and Laura are looking for one more person.
Wonderful. I like the spirit today. I mean, we've done, finished everything today. Wonderful. You have the rubrics, you have everything there. You should start the assignment as early as possible, right? So that, okay. Are we done? I think I will continue with the class so that at least you can continue group formation later.
So
Yes.
I have a question.
Good.
I'm trying to find the form for the groups.
Oh, it's in the chat.
Because I'm looking, but I'm not seeing anything, so I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Let me see. The chat. Okay, this is the chat. The group 2. So check the chat right now. You can see the group 2. Sorry, assignment 2. Are you able to log in?
Yes, I can see it. Thank you.
Okay. Do you have group 1? The assignment 1? The link? If no, let me know.
I don't think so.
Okay, let me send it. Okay, also. Assignment 1.
Professor, hi, Saint Bernard speaking.
Yes.
I'm confused. In group 1, sorry, in the first assignment, how many people are supposed to be in a group? 3 or what?
No. We have assignment 1 and assignment 2. So with the
Yeah, so
group
assignment,
number, yeah, we have assignment 1, which is the critique and article. Then assignment 2 is the group evaluation project, right? So both, I posted both links and people have, almost students have written their names. So
I understand.
do you have a group?
I have a group for the first assignment. I just want to know the amount. How many people are supposed to be in group
Maximum of
for
3. 3.
3, right?
Yes, maximum.
Okay. If anyone is looking for somebody else in the first assignment, we need one more person.
Okay.
I'm looking for a group.
Who is that?
Emma.
Okay, all right, I'll add you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Are we good? Oh, excellent. I mean, we have done so well today. We have our group, everything set up. So no confusion. Let me see. Okay. I think we've spent 1 hour 15 minutes. Let me see. Can we talk briefly and go for break? All right, so this is assignment 2. So the assignment 2 are also, you are going to look for any agency, I mean, mostly either via internet or any agency that you know of, or physically or via internet or whatever, then you are going to do some kind of evaluation, right? I'll provide you with more details of the assignment. The rubric is there as well as also details in the course outline. So, in a group of us, students are expected to identify a social service agency and evaluate some of the social service gap it is facing. The group is expected to write between 10 to 12 pages, excluding cover page and references. Paper proposing the need to evaluate the program in question. Use the following headings. So, the introduction will tell us briefly about what the agencies do, what they are involved, and why do you want to evaluate. And then the problem statement you have to state. I'll give you more on details, right? But just a brief summary. What is the problem you are investigating, for example, or you are evaluating, or what are you evaluating about the agency? Then you will review few literature, right? To show us how, for example, the service operates, what are some of the gaps in existing literature about the, service agency and all that. And since it's an evaluation, you are also going to tell us on which theoretical frameworks are you going to ground your study. So, for example, we use mostly critical theories. So we have anti-colonial theory, we have anti-racism theory, we have feminism, and so on and so forth. It depends on what you are studying. Shama, it is some hard.
Yeah, it's Shamhat. Sorry.
Some hard, okay.
I was in your last class last semester. Is it the same as we did with the assignment, the group assignment? It was similar to this. So is it like
the first assignment was a research proposal, right? This one you are going to evaluate an agency.
okay?
Is that okay? So it's different.
Okay.
So you look for an agency that you know of, what service are they providing, and you evaluate them, right? You can read more about them through, through their website, or you can also review, ask somebody to go there, right? To interview a few staff or the agency managers or whatever. So this more of evaluation. The other one was research proposal.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, it's a little bit similar, but it's not the same. This one you are evaluating an agency. Are we good?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So if you are conducting the evaluation, sorry. If you are conducting the evaluation, tell us how are you going to conduct a study, for example. So we talk about research design. How are you going to design your evaluation? So evaluation is also, part of research. You know that, right? So how are you going to do that? For those of you who may want to interview a service agency or whatever, you may want to include a little bit of discussion, meaning the implications of your findings and all that. Then you are going to conclude nicely. I will, because I want you to start early and finish early. I think from next week or two, I'll discuss with the critique and article so that I'll give you the heads up, right? So that you can start early. And then after that, I'll also, discuss, the assignment two, so that you can start early. The earlier you start, the better for you, right? You'll be able to have enough time to work around it. That is assignment one, assignment two, class attendance. So as a class attendance and participation, 10%, critique and article, 30%, group project evaluation or group evaluation, 30%, and then you are going to write the final exams. Note that you are going to write a final exam through Porter U. So if your laptop is not compatible with ProtaU, please get a laptop that's compatible, right? As quickly as possible. If you have not downloaded the Guardian browser, please do that as early as possible. You can email e-learning anytime. They will guide you or help you with that, right? So start early so that there won't be any confusion. The assignment date, let me go back. The first assignment, critique and article, will be due on February 12th, 2025. So a little over a month from today. And then the next assignment, which is group program evaluation proposal, is going to be ready March 12th, 2020. So a month after the first one, right? Shay first.
Hi, sorry. I think I'm confused. You said so the exam is through the ProctorU. I read that on the syllabus, right?
Yes.
Did you tell us that if we don't have a proper laptop, we have to buy one for
No,
ProctorU?
I'm saying it's your responsibility to get a laptop that's compatible with the ProctorU. Because some may, I mean, so I know a couple of students who wrote to me that their laptop or whatever was not compatible with the ProctorU, right? And I cannot do anything about that. So make sure, try and download the
For
ProctorU.
ProctorU, the problem was more, I think the problem was more with the browser. So it's not even really what laptop you have. The browser has to
Okay.
be up to date. So like sometimes Google
Okay.
isn't updated or like Safari isn't updated, whatever browser you use. So as long
Okay.
as it's up to date with the right update, ProctorU should work fine.
Okay. Wonderful. Shay, is it good?
I think so. I don't know what Safari is. I don't use yeah, I don't know. I just use Google. So I
Okay.
hope it's fine.
Yeah.
It
I use
happened
Always
to
Chrome.
me with
email
Google on
e-learning.
on my final exam. It happened to me with Chrome.
Yeah, I
So
use
that's
Chrome.
why.
That's what I
Yeah.
used.
Yeah.
So
So
Chrome does, I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess, for
It'll
now.
definitely
yeah.
I
if you
can't buy a new
register with
laptop though, so
if you
No,
register
you
with
can even borrow somebody's
ProctorU,
laptop.
when you register with ProctorU, it asks you to test your browser, so then it lets you know whether it's good or not.
okay. Okay, I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So please try as much as possible to do that. And somebody may ask, why do we have to write exam through ProtaU? Any exams that has no supervision cannot be considered as exams. Take note of that. And if some inspectors should come to our government and learn that our students write exams on their own, their homes and whatever without supervision, they won't consider it an exams. Exam must be supervised, irrespective of who is writing it. So that's why when you go to even pastoral school, they are all pastors, but they have to, I mean, what do you call it? Supervise exams. So exams without supervision cannot be considered. The best you can say is assignment, right? And so on and so on. So take notes of that. Omo?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I want to ask, the last exam we did, was there any corporate? Was there anyone that was caught?
The last exams, I decided to, because the reason why is maybe I did not mention the thing right from the beginning. So I saw they sent me so many videos. I watched some of them and I saw some people doing things that are not supposed to. But this time around, I've given enough education, right? And I will continue to, inform you as much as possible. This time around, you have no excuse. You know what the portal how the exams look like. So you should prepare. Anything that is considered cheating will earn you 0 marks. And there's nobody can change that. So take notes. I just don't want to, it is our collective responsibility to ensure academic integrity. I want you, wherever you go with your certificate, people respect that certificate. People value it. I don't want a situation whereby some student will learn, prepare adequately, write the exams, others will do stuff, and then when you go out, then a government university certificate will be considered as non-valid, right? Or substandard. That's not the case. I've taught in various universities, right? Top universities, and there are standards every university, and we the professors must uphold the standard. That's why they mention about academic integrity. So if a professor will allow students to do whatever they want and then award them this grade, then it talks about our own integrity, and I'm not going to do that, right? I'm not going to allow that to happen. So let's maintain academic integrity, write your best. If it become worse that you even fail, I can give you an assignment to write so that you pass, rather than you cheating, right? And I mean, so that others' certificate will be considered as substandard. Or no, I don't want to do that. Yes, Laura.
Hi, Prof. Maybe somewhere along the line, you're going to need to teach us to really understand your wording. I sat there and I was reading the questions out loud, literally screaming it 4 times for me to understand. So I'm asking myself what they were recording of me. I probably looked crazy or something, because I would read it and I would not get it, and I would read it again and I would hold my head and I would, I was just going crazy because you write the most complicated questions. I barely understood. I needed to read 5 times and read out loud. Would that be called, would that be
No,
bad?
not reading loud is not a problem, right? So normally
Okay.
what happened is that what we did was what we call recorded, right? The recorded one, if they notice something that is fishy, maybe you don't show your ID card, maybe you are looking elsewhere, the thing is recording whatever you do. Then there will be somebody who will look at it and say, okay, this is looking like cheating. This is not, or this is not. But if you are reading the question, nobody will, say you are cheating just by reading the question. Is
Okay.
that okay?
Okay.
So they won't flag it. They will only flag it when they realize that maybe you are looking on your phone, right? Trying to find the answers to questions,
Okay.
or you don't show your ID card. Because at the end of the day, just imagine you write an exams and you don't know who is sitting behind a computer to write an exam. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world, right? Somebody can, pay somebody to go and write the exams without you knowing. And that is not allowed. So you should know whoever is writing the exams. And not by just knowing the person, but the person must show the ID so that you can verify that this is indeed a student. Why? We do that because those who are working hard should have their certificate be recognized, right? So the certificate of Agoma University should not be staff standard to, let's say, certificate from University of Toronto, right? If, supervisors, or if those who come to review our curriculum and all that notice something of that sort, even our accreditation can be reversed, right? They can take our accreditation so that you graduate all right with your degree, but nobody will recognize your certificate because you don't have the accreditation. And it's not your own, your interest for that to happen, right? So for example, somebody will ask me, we don't write any exams. When we are, when we are having a discussion with clients, there's no need for us to write something from our head. We can look into books and whatever and all that. It's different ball game altogether. It's different ball game. There's a standard that has been created. As we, then the university governing bodies, right? And that put together is what we call academic integrity. Every student's certificate should be as a result of his own or her own or their own effort. So it's for your own good, not me in particular. I have gotten all my certificates. Again, I don't need any certificate, no. But your certificate must also be, recognized anywhere you go. And it is my responsibility to make sure that you achieve that. Yes, Michelle?
I was just curious if there was ever a thought of kind of changing like final exams into something that's not like, because for some individuals, like memorizing and those type of things, if there's neurodiversity or other like LDs or other learning differences, I was just curious if for you there was another way of like changing that rather than like 100 questions and this memorization, and when people can demonstrate learning in a different way or demonstrate understanding in other ways. So I was just curious your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so that's why we have various methods by which, for example, we have class assignments, right? We have group 1, where you critique an article. It's a different way, right? It's not about memorization. We have group projects. It's a different way. So we have to examine students from various facets. So, for example, exams is only 30% out of 100. Is that right? So students are supposed to be examined various, ways. And in most university, one thing about Agoma University, we have 3 campuses, right? And then we have designed the course in such a way that, for example, social work 3, 4, 5, 6, we have about 4 classes. And each of the 4 classes should be taught the same. Is that right? So I will not just give my students different assignments, and then the different professor will give the student different assignment. You are not examining them on the same level. Is that okay? If you are examining Agoma University first year or second year student, then we should examine them the same. So that I will be able to know, okay, this is what. But if I change, and one thing I tell students is that we don't just create course the way we want it. When you create a course, there are learning objectives, what you want to achieve at the end of the day. So when you design the course, you have to send the course to the department. All the professors will review the course and give you feedback, whether you have to change what or you have to change this or that. From the department, it has to go to the faculty. Faculty will also review the curriculum or the course syllabus. Then from the faculty, it has to go to CACOM. They are the one to give the final approval. Then it goes to council. So you cannot give different criteria assessment to the council and you come back in class and change everything. If you want to change, you have to go through the process again to get approval, right? So, course, although it's one person that develops it, but it has input from every level and so on and so forth. So that is one thing about that. Chidima?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your explanation and clarification. But just for curiosity's sake,
Yeah.
I know that this course, you're not the only person teaching it, that we have other professors teaching it.
Yeah.
And I also realized that, in as much as we have exam in this class, but other classes too, they don't have exams. They don't have proctored exam. Like I understand the part you're coming from.
Yeah.
So what is it that, like in your class, you have exams, but the same course, not that anything changed from other classes. They don't have exams. They do like they have written works like assignments, personal, individual assignments, group assignments, and things like that. So why is it so? So if from what you're saying, because if from what you're telling us now that Algoma have the standard that they're is not they're using one stick to kill everything, but in this case it's not like that because your class has proctored exam, but other classes of the same course of the same everything, there's nothing that will change, but they don't have exam. So why
They
is it
don't have exam like they say.
so why
Okay, listen.
no, so why is that in difference? Why is that difference in the because it's the same course development and everything. So why is it not applied on the same at the same level with everybody?
So what
Because
I'm saying,
research have also shown
listen.
that 1 second, research have also shown that exam is not the best way to know how students, who is best as best, because there are so many factors that are key in writing exams. There are so many conditions around it. There are factors in. And research have all, because I know you're a researcher, right? So research have also shown that writing exam is not always the best way to know how people. Somebody can get 100% on a course, but when it comes to application, the person has zero. And at the same time, somebody can have zero in writing exam, like when you put the paperwork and the person A plus, the person have it. But when it comes to application, putting it in, grasping what you taught, the person has a perfect understanding of application, how it runs. Because so why these discrepancies in your own class compared to other classes? This is just out
So
of my own curiosity, yeah.
no, listen. Why you talk about what is discrepancies in your class, in other classes? Like what I'm saying, I'm not saying that every class has to do the same thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying course.
That's
We
what I'm
design this. Listen. So, for example, program evaluation as a course, we have 3 sections, and the sections must be the same. So, if other course, let's say, what do we call ethics, right? There's no exams. It doesn't mean that one is different. So that one too has to go through the same process. So irrespective of what do we call the course, and then the learning objective the professor want to achieve or want to examine, right? So it's not the case of student to determine this exam has exams and this course doesn't have exam. That's not the responsibility of students. It's the professor who examines what he or she or they want to assess the student about. So that one is different. In terms of recent may show students don't perform well, but throughout Canada, everybody writes exams. When you go to country like Finland, there's no exams. It's accepted. The reason why we want to maintain the same standard is that you are competing among all the universities in Canada. So when you have a certificate from Algoma University, the expectation is that certificate, the value is the same as, for example, somebody in the University of Toronto or somebody at the University Western Ontario, right? So it's not the argument that student will determine whether you write exams. So we have done this job for so many years, right? And we know the experience. Somebody can even write well, right? And when it comes to, for example, exams, the person will perform poorly. Yes, fine. Somebody can also perform poorly in writing, but can do well in the exams. So we don't set one standard for everybody. We want to harness the potential of every student. So we can't say because you can be good in writing and you can't write exams, So I should set my, for example, course so that you alone. No, that's not how it's done.
What happened?
We have to examine every individual to get the potential of each, student to harness the potential. And for social work in general, you, in a year or two to come, before you get your license to work, you have to write an exams. So if you go through the university without writing the exams, how well are you going to prepare when they start rolling up that process? Like the nurses, they write exams after graduating before they work, right? So the argument like this is writing this, that's not any argument. Every professor decide what he or she want to assess the course. And what I'm saying is that we have courses like research methods, right? For, let's say, 3 sections. We have courses like program evaluation, 3 sections. What we try to do is that we should be the same. If, for example, program evaluation in this particular the university taught either Sault Marie or Brampton or Timmins should be the same. So we coordinate among ourselves. And for example, program evaluation and research, the 2 of us teach those courses. Myself and Dr. Nyaga, mostly. We teach most of the research courses. And if somebody who don't want to insist on academic integrity, fine, that's the responsibility of that individual. But I always insist on academic integrity. So, and everybody has his own pedagogy, and you cannot use one's pedagogy, to, for all the professors, it doesn't work that way. So that's just my way of explaining that.
Hey, Dr. Demi.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say thank you for clarifying that. And I don't even for me, I didn't feel like you even needed to clarify that right now, but you still did take the time to do that.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that. But if
hopefully
that's clear now and we can go on now.
Yeah, okay, sure. That's good. Okay. Let's move to, I think, let me see. Are we okay with the assessment criteria? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think we've done, let's say, 1 hour 45 minutes. Let me give you 10 minutes break for washroom. And once you are going for break, I will take attendance. So give you 10 minutes. When we come, I will just briefly introduce the course and then we end it so that we continue next week. Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, excellent. So don't log out. I'll take attendance whilst you are going for break. And when I come, I will.
Thank you, Dr. Demi.
Thank you for thanking me.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you too.
Sorry, I think it's so funny every time you say thank you for thanking me.
I know, right?
Sister,
Makes
the
me
break is
laugh.
10 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So
See
the
you.
attendance will be taken during the 10 minutes of break?
I'm taking here. I'll just take a
Okay.
screenshot of those here so you can go. Don't worry, I'll take that.
Okay.
Amoy, do you have a question?
Yes, I'm still trying to find the form for the first assignment. You gave me the second, but not the first.
Oh, okay. Let me give it. I'll give it to you. Okay. Wait, give me 1 minute.
Prof, did you get my email for my final exam for our previous class? My
Is that
marks,
Nicole?
it's Laura. My marks still have not been updated
Is it
on my
incomplete?
grades. It just has a 1 on it. So I sent you
Yeah,
an email.
that means incomplete. Did you
Okay.
get email from me asking you to write exams or do something?
Yep, and then I wrote the exam
You wrote,
on.
okay, yeah, then I'll update it. Don't worry.
Okay,
Is that
no
okay?
problem. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for thanking me. Who is looking for
Dr. Daniel, I have a quick question about the first assignment.
Okay, good. Go
Um,
ahead.
the articles, I see
Yeah.
that there's the 4 posted, like with who it's by and everything, but are you posting the actual articles up? Or is
Yeah, I
there a
can do that.
spot
Yeah,
where we can go to find them?
Yeah, I'll post the actual articles.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Who asked for the assignment 1? I've posted the link, so take
Amoy.
it. Okay. Um, some people have left. Let me see. What's going on? Okay. Okay, this one.
Hi, Professor.
Hi, doctor.
Hello.
I want to confirm if the attendance has been taken.
Yes. on? Okay. I heard some voice. Do you want to ask question?
No, I was just gonna ask how your holidays were when we were waiting.
Oh yeah, I got a flu, so so I was in the house all day. I didn't want to go and I mean infect anybody, so I spent the whole holidays. But I'm writing a book, so
Okay.
I was busy working on the book.
Nice.
When I finish, I'll send you all of you to read. And then I'm
Amazing.
also working on my article to be, I mean, published soon. So I was a little busy working, and but I'm hoping next summer I will travel to go and do some studies in Africa, Ghana specifically. So maybe that's where I will also get time to rest more.
That's
But I was
great.
working the whole holiday.
I feel that. Trust me, living in Toronto, I never get a break.
Oh, in Toronto, okay.
It's so expensive here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I ran from Toronto. I ran away.
Yeah, it's too
It
late for
was
me to
it
run
was
away
too
now.
expensive.
It's too late. I'm stuck.
Toronto is too expensive. No, 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 no.
I also wanted to say, just because I was curious, and a few other students might be too, the link that you posted for your website wasn't working.
Oh, wasn't working?
No, I tried to access it.
Oh, let me check. Uh, it's even the link is on my. I emailed you today, right?
You sent it on the chat, but maybe something was misspelled. I'm not too sure. I copied and
Yeah, I
pasted it.
know. Okay, let me see. Uh, mm, okay. I got so many emails from students. What's going on? Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. Uh, okay. Try this and let me see whether it works. Oh, it's not working.
Oh yeah, it worked for me. Now that I clicked that one, this worked.
It works?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. So give me 4 minutes. Let me get my green tea. Come back. So we'll wrap up.
No problem.
Oh, minutes. Okay, so let's wrap up quickly. I hope all of you are back by now. Okay, good. I can see people.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go through this. I think, what's that? What's going on? All right. Let me go through this quickly. You are familiar with all these notes. So assignment submission, normally when it's assignment, I give opportunity for students to use the whole day to submit assignment. So normally the assignment is due on the 11:59 of the due date, right? You should be able to submit your assignment. The late submission without prior approval may attract 5% deduction every day. So if the assignment is due 12 February and you do not submit your assignment to 13, I will deduct 5%, 14, 5%, 16, 5%. After 7 days, I will not accept your assignment. So you get 0 for that. So as I mentioned, if for some reason you can come in before the due date, please draw my attention so that I'll give you an extension. Don't take, decision on your own to just, I've ignored some people a couple of times just because I don't want them to be somebody that will block them from graduating, but take note. Laws are made to be followed and so on and so forth. So take note of that. So all assignments are submitted. These are things that you are familiar with. Normal class or gathering etiquette, for example, be punctual, come regularly because I'll take attendance and stay till the end of the class. So when I take the attendance and you come back later to tell me, oh, I was there, but I left. I don't take that into consideration. When we say attendance, meaning you come, you stay till the end. If you want to leave, for some medical or whatever, reasons, just draw my attention and we'll get that. Come to class with an open mind, right? With an open mind. Nobody, we are all here to learn. So sometimes you may say something and it's kind of, I don't know how to put it best, but may trigger somebody or whatever, but the intention is not specifically to trigger you or so. So take note of that. So contribute in ways that everyone learn and wait for others to complete their submission before you present yours. Do not interrupt when others are speaking. Avoid dismissive voice tone, voice tones, body language, and all that, and think critically before asking or presenting your idea. So these are normal things that you know. So I don't want to dwell a lot on that. In terms of harassment, there are rules and regulations regarding that. So if you want to know more, just click on the link. You will get to learn more. Student success. So Agoma University provides so many services. So, for example, counseling and all that. If you want to engage with them, please just book an appointment to talk to, the experts, right? They'll be able to guide you through. If you are indigenous student, there are specific branch of the student services that deal with indigenous, students. So you may want to contact them and then take it from there. I think the health services and whatever, they all provide counseling and all that. So please take note. Also note that throughout this course, we are going to use APA referencing style and citation style. So try as much as possible to and learn about it, right? Learn about APA in your write-up so that you will not lose marks. Counseling, I mentioned. Religious holidays, what I just want to emphasize is that Agoma University believe in multi-religious groups. So everybody has the right to practice their own religion. And as a result, if your religious holiday coincide with an exams or midterm or whatever, please draw the attention of the director of social work and then ask for permission to get extension, right? So that you will write it at a later date. Plagiarism, very, very important. This is the part I want to emphasize. Just click on the link and learn more. Plagiarism and academic integrity. Academic integrity is very, very vital. Without academic integrity, university will not exist. So try as much as possible to do the work your own, right? So assignment, you don't really submit assignment that has been graded, right? If, for example, a professor in one class gave you an assignment, you wrote, you got A, and then another professor gave you an assignment, it looks similar. You don't really work the one you got A and resubmit. It's academic, it's not academic integrity, it's plagiarism. If you cite somebody's work, right, without acknowledging the person, it's considered plagiarism. Or allowing somebody to do your work for you, right? I was grading somebody's paper and I saw somebody was writing the paper and a person asked, insert this, insert that. And then the person didn't even remove that and then sent it to me for me to grade. So I have to ask the person to rewrite the whole thing because you didn't write it. So take note of that. It's very, very, very vital. So click on the link about academic integrity so that you know the don'ts and don'ts. And I will make sure I will uphold the highest academic integrity as far as I'm concerned. So take note of that. Yeah, ceremonial activities like smudging and all that, there are rules and regulations governing that. So, so if you want to, sorry, if you want to engage in those ceremonial activity, please read the policies regarding that and be conversant with it before you do that. So this is supposed to be our time for break, but let me go briefly and talk about pedagogy. So we'll begin with the lectures as I mentioned from the beginning, and at a point, I may ask some of you to do some short presentation in class and all that. I believe in collective exercise in knowledge production. The fact that I'm the one teaching you doesn't mean that I am the only knowledgeable person. No, I believe that everybody has something that when we bring it together, we contribute, is going to make everybody benefit. So knowledge production is like potluck, where we all bring something small. So when you are in class, do well to contribute to class discussion. It doesn't matter whatever you say, right? If it is wrong, we will find a nice way to tell you, okay, yeah, it's good point, but that is not what this is, meant or whatever. So don't feel shy at all to contribute. Say whatever you want to say in class and feel free. But of course, in saying whatever you want to say, be mindful of others, right? Don't say something that will kind of undermine other people and also kind of ignite some war or some, conflict in the class. Then also humility of knowing. I believe in what we call humility of knowing. The essence is that we are here to learn. Is that right? We are here to learn. So if somebody says something that you may think is wrong or whatever, I mean, there are nice way of drawing a person's attention rather than just, I mean, saying, I mean, write it to the face by you are wrong and all that, right? Nobody knows it all. So we are all, I mean, in the learning process. So we have to demonstrate that humility of knowing. And the humility of knowing is not also in another way, it's telling us that we shouldn't be that arrogant, right? Or of knowing. There are occasions when students will ask you questions as if they are the professors. So I gave student assignment. I said, this assignment, I need 10 to 12 pages, write-ups. The student come back to tell me, this assignment you gave us, 12 to 10 pages, is impossible to write this assignment in 10 to 12 pages. I see is the student who he knows the assignment more than I do, right? So try and demonstrate that kind of humility of knowing. If you want to, I mean, extra uh, pages, there are nice way. Oh, can you please, can we, as I mean, go beyond the page limit by 1 or 2? Nice way. But telling me uh, this assignment is not possible to write it in 10 pages, as if the one who gave you the assignment, I don't know what I'm looking for. So let's know, take note of that. Then the power of not knowing. Let's know that there is human limitations, right? Every human being, there's limitations on us where we can't know everything at the same time. Because, of course, we don't go to university to learn everything. We go to university to learn specific program, courses, and whatever, right? So if you don't know something, I mean, feel free. It talks about your integrity, right? Especially as a researcher, integrity matters. Because normally when we go to the field to interview people, we go there alone, right? So we have to report both negative and positive outcome, right? So we don't say, oh, because this is what we are expecting to get, and we didn't get that, and therefore we have to coin something or we have to manufacture data, right? So let's take note of that. Then creating space for everyone, which I believe you know the kind of things that you don't say to trigger somebody on order. And as we are in class, you know, people have different experiences and background. So when you are saying something, you have to be measured, right, in the way you put it. And then the pedagogy of discomfort is my idea that we don't hide behind discomfort to prevent people from speaking their truth. Is that right? We have different experiences. And whatever may look maybe trivial to you may be something, I mean, big or something that triggers somebody. So don't trivialize issues. Or this is nothing, but why are you taking this so serious and all that? Let's try as much as possible to, avoid that. So in that respect, I'm done with my pedagogy. Let's go straight to, okay, this is where we were supposed to create the group, but we did it earlier, so we are good. We now have all the groups. So thank you for helping me to do that. Let's start briefly by introducing the topic. So if I may ask, what is research, right? And what is evaluation? Most of you took research courses, course with me last term. So by now you should know a research. So what is research? If I may ask, quickly. Anyone?
Isn't it like the various means of finding answers to specific questions being asked?
Okay, various means to find answers. Wonderful. To various questions being asked. Okay, it makes sense. Who else?
Collecting information.
Okay, collecting information.
Analyzing that
Information.
information.
And analyzing that information. Okay, analyzing that information. Okay, good. Any other?
I would like
James,
to
you want to
say,
say something? Oh, sorry. Yes,
sharing
James, and
results.
then is this Sonant?
Oh, you said me, Sonat?
Okay, I mentioned James first, but I thought
Okay,
somebody was
yeah,
saying
James could
something.
go. I go after. That's
Okay, James, go.
Just the involvement in investigating a particular area or subject area, and then, in that process, hoping to add to the body of knowledge that already exists.
Okay, investigation that leads to adding to the body of knowledge. That's James. Sonnet?
I think I was going to say the same thing is investigating like systemic practices, saying that we are in social work, right? So I'm going to say like investigating systemic practices and to add to the body of knowledge.
Okay.
So that we could help us to understand complex issues. I think that's why we should.
Absolutely. Yeah. You are all right in a sense. We'll get quickly into that. But what about evaluation? When we talk about evaluation, what comes to mind? Evaluation.
So to assess a program to make improvement?
Wonderful. Assess program and make improvement. Oh, that's why I like in person now. I should be writing this on the board. Okay. Assess program, making improvement. Yes. Any other? James, is your hand up or it's legacy hand?
I'm sorry, I forgot to pull it down.
Okay. So Sonnet?
Yeah, I think I was going to go to the raise my hand and then I heard somebody answer. Are we going to use hand raising before we speak or anybody goes?
Yeah, hand raising is better, right? So that will be orderly, right? Good. Go ahead, Sonnet.
Oh, no, that's what I wanted to find out. If we just speak because I was going to do it and each time I go to do somebody else going to say something. So I just didn't know like what,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to find out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hand raising is better so that we will be more organized and then follow. So that's perfect. Okay, so all of you said it right. When we talk about research, we are talking about process. So highlight the keywords or systematic. Very, very important terminology. Process of systematic. Oh, I saw somebody's hand up. Russell?
Sorry. Yeah, the only reason why I just quickly, you usually have your screen on and it's not on. I just wanted to let you know, but it's okay. Like I don't see you, but I usually see you.
Oh, you don't
I'm
see
not
me?
used to not seeing you. No.
Yeah.
It's
You have to
because
see
he's
me.
sharing his screen right now.
No.
Oh.
You don't see me?
No worries then.
No. You have to see me.
Yes,
usually I see you.
Let me check right now. Yeah, I think
Even when you screen shared, we've seen you.
Oh, yeah. No. I put my screen off. Sorry. Thank you for drawing my attention to that. Okay. Are we good now? Yeah. Sorry, I'll go with speed, right? So that we will be finished. I don't want to delay too much. Yeah. So it's a process of systematic and focused investigation for the purpose of adding to the existing knowledge about a particular subject area. Isn't that beautiful? So this is kind of combination of all that you've said. One is a systematic process, meaning it starts from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, right? So for example, when you are writing a research, first of all, there should be introduction. Introduction will come first before even literature review. Then before theory can come in, before methodology can come in, before findings and discussions and what? Conclusions. Before you start a research, first of all, you have to write a proposal, right? Proposal will tell the reader what you are going to do, what you are going to investigate. Why is it important to investigate that, right? So it's a systematic process. You can't start from the middle and come to the beginning. So for example, you can't start and go and collect data before you come and write your introduction. It doesn't make sense. So it's the systematic, right? Investigation, meaning looking for, right? Purpose of adding existing body of knowledge. So the difference between research and evaluation is that the main objective of research is to add to the existing knowledge. But the evaluation, the purpose of evaluation is to assess program or project for the purpose of what? Improvement or something, right? So take note of that. Excellent, right? All right, so when we talk, let me dissect the word research. So when we say research, two words joined together, search and re, right? Anytime you hear re means do it again, right? So research, it means something was searched already, but you are going to do it again. So research doesn't mean you doing something that nobody has never done before, right? I think throughout my academic journey, I encounter some students who may try to say, oh, I want to do a research that nobody has ever done before. I tell them, my friend, just do start from walk crawling before you can start to sit, before you can start to walk, right? So if you are a student and you want to do a research that nobody has ever done before, you may not end up graduating, right? So start with the basics. Look at what has been done. How was it done? So that you can design your research to add to the existing knowledge. So don't just have it that, oh, I'm just going to do something that nobody has never been done. There are people who are still doing their PhD 10 years, 15 years, still there because they want to do something that nobody has never been done. And that is not the goal of research. The goal of research means it has been done, so you are going to redo it. So that's really research. We do research for three key things. One, three key aspects of research. One, it involves investigation, of course. Investigation is you put information together to achieve a goal or objectives. Research is intended to add to the body of knowledge. So that's the main goal. And then the third one is that it's a process. It's not one time off. It's a process. So research can take 1 month, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? It's not one time of something. It's a process, right? It's a process. So take note of that. I think we've answered the question, the difference between research and program evaluation. So let me move straight to the other point I want to emphasize here. So in research, there are key areas that, like the diagram, that will guide you, like a guide. First, identify a problem, right? We conduct research in order to address certain problems. There is COVID. So that's the problem. Why do we want to study COVID? We want to know what causes COVID, how can we prevent it, or how can we eliminate it. So that is the problem. Why is it a problem? Because it causes deaths, it causes economic losses, it causes so many hardship to people. So we want to alleviate that, right? So you have to tell us why is the issue a problem and why it is important for you to investigate it. Are we good, James? So far? Okay, good. Now, conceptualizing the study. Once you identify, okay, I'm looking at food security is a problem in this community. Now, COVID is a problem. Maternal death is a problem. Now you want to investigate. Now you want to conceptualize the idea. How do you do that? You review relevant literature on the subject area. Is that okay? To look at what has been done. How was it done? Right? What methodology did the researchers, adopt? How did they collect data? What was the sample size and order? Get information from that. And then look at the gap. What is the gap? What has not been touched? Or which questions has not been addressed? So one, identifying the research question. So once you identify what has not been done, you identify the gap, you put the gap into questions or objective. Are we good? Michelle? So far, so good? Okay. I'm just mentioning those that I see on the screen. So if I don't mention your name, it doesn't mean, okay, there are some people at the back end. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So that's it. One point. Review relevant literature and then refine the research question. Is that okay? So when you have, for example, what are the causes of COVID? How can COVID be prevented? You read a whole lot of literature. Sometimes you may realize that this has been done. So the gap is, what are the economic benefits of COVID? Nobody has talked about economic benefit of COVID, right? Then I would investigate the economic benefit of COVID to add to the existing knowledge. Another point, you read the literature about phenomenon of food insecurity, let's say food insecurity, and you realize that all the studies were done in urban areas. Is that okay? All the studies, urban areas or cities. But in rural areas, nobody has done this study in rural areas. So you may decide, okay, in reviewing literature, I realized that most of the studies done on this area were done in urban areas, and therefore I will do it in rural area. Or most of the studies done used quantitative research methods. So I'm also going to use qualitative research method in order to see if there is differences, to capture the perspective of the participant. So these are how you come out with a gap. Now, the third stage is the planning. Develop the research design. So how are you going to conduct the research, for example? Are you going to use qualitative or quantitative method? If it is quantitative method, how are you going to collect data? Is it through questionnaire or survey? If it is quantitative, what model are you going to use? So for example, you can have logic regression model for those of you who want to do, quantitative studies, right? We have what we call logic, meaning a determined binary, outcome. So is somebody full skill? Yes or no? anything that has to do with binary, yes or no, true or false, and that kind of thing, we use logic regression model. I don't want to take you through quantitative stuff. I know some people don't like those stories. So let's go back to our qualitative. So if you want to do qualitative studies, then you ask yourself, how am I going to collect the data? Am I going to do in-depth interview, meaning one-on-one? Am I going to do focus group? Am I going to do participant observation? Am I going to do workshops? Determine that. Is that okay? You determine this based on the time available, resources that you have, research objectives, and so on and so forth. Are we good so far? Okay, perfect. Now, identify the data collection. I mentioned that. Assess the ethical issue. So the ethical issues basically has to do with, first of all, you have to apply for ethics approval. Right? If you want to conduct any studies, you have to apply for ethics. Ethics means you are going to what? Ensure that no participant is harmed. The main goal of ethics is that no participant is harmed emotionally, physically, psychologically. Are we good? Now, after you've designed your study and whatever, carrying out the pilot study. So pilot study basically means that I've designed my research questions. So for example, my questionnaire, if I'm doing quantitative study, or interview guide, if I'm going to do qualitative studies. But I want to be sure whether the participants can clearly understand my questions, or whether the questions will lead me to achieve the objective for which I set up for myself. Right? So now, instead of me to start the study often, what I will do is that I'll go to the community in which the study will take place, and I'll use, like, example, 10 people or 5 people, and I'll interview them, right? Then I'll come home. Based on their responses, I'll be able to say, oh, okay, it seems this question is not clear. People don't understand this question clearly. So let me put it in a better way. Is that okay? Are we good? Shona? Jennifer? Rochelle? Okay, wonderful. So let me give you a typical example. I'm doing study on food security. Food security is a technical term. If I go and ask the participants, are you food secure? The participant may not know what food security is. Is that okay? So I have to put it in a layman or laywoman's or lay people's language. For the past 30 days, have you experienced food shortages? At least everybody understand that, right? It's easy. Is that okay? So these are some of the things that after the piloting, you come back and refine your questions. Now, the fourth stage is what? Now you recruit the participant, people who are going to take part in the study. How are you going to get them? First of all, through announcement. You can create posters, right? And then paste it places, or notice board, or through emails. Or if you are so rich, you can even go to the radio station to announce there is a pilot studies going on this community. If you are interested, text your name to this number. Right? You can do that. Anywhere you can get the participants. Is that okay? You recruit them. But when you are recruiting the participants, you have to let them know what they will do. So everything should be stated on the call for participation. Oh, I'm going to interview you for the period of 45 to 60 minutes. Don't give them definite time because you may not know, right? Somebody may be willing to talk more. Others may not be willing. So if you give them, let's say 20 minutes, then when it's 20 minutes, you are expected to what? End your interviews. But when you give them time range, right? So when you hit the 20 minutes, you know how to wrap up nicely. Is that okay? So normally we give range 30 to 40 minutes, 45 to 1 hour, and so on and so forth. So take note of that. Now, after getting the participant down, you do the data collection. But before, you have to do what you call sampling. So I'm giving you in a nutshell what we are going to do, right? At a glance. So we'll take time to go through each of one of these. Preparing data for analysis, data analysis, and drawing conclusions. So in a nutshell, this kind of covers what we are going to do the whole of this term at a glance. But every week we will take one topic and then discuss in details. So take note of that. I discussed, about research. Now, when we talk about program evaluation, so evaluation mostly has to do with assessment. So, for example, the exams that you do is a way of assessment, right? After teaching you all the concepts, all the theories, all the whatever, I have to assess to know, right? Whether you what? You appreciate or whether you understand what we learn, whether you can defend what you learned when somebody asks you. Is that okay? So the assessment can be in various forms. I'll ask you to write essay. I will ask you to write sit-down exams. I will ask you to even do a presentation. So it depends what I want to assess as a professor or as a researcher. So the participants don't determine how you assess them. It doesn't work that way. All right, I am good in essay writing, so assess me on essay writing. That's not how it is done. The person who taught is the person who is going to what? Look at, okay, let me look at how in a whole the student or the research participant understand this concept. So that is how things are done. Now, what is evaluation? It is also systematic assessment of design, implementation, or result of an initiative. So initiative is a project or program. We will talk about that. For the purpose of learning or decision making. Note the difference. In research, the purpose is to add to the existing knowledge. In evaluation, the purpose is for learning or decision making. Are we okay? So when I ask you, what is the difference between research and program evaluation? I hope you can answer this question. What is the aim of program evaluation? One, make program transparent. Is that okay? You remove the opaqueness. Then make people accountable. You put somebody here to do this task. You want to be sure that the person did the task. Right? Accountable. Improve efficiency of program. So you have a program, you design it, you set by the let's say in 2 months' time, all those that will go through this program will become financial self-sufficient. So at the end of the 2 months, we have to assess to know whether the people are self-sufficient. If they are not, we want to know why. Was the program implemented effectively? If not, how can we improve it? You understand? So these are the example that we talk about. Any question? You see that we hit the ground running, right? Today's supposed not to be class, but we want to run right from the beginning. So it means we are serious this time. Okay. The evaluation process normally involve identification of relevant standards. So in things or in exams or in whatever, in school, in whatever, there are always standards. You have to identify those standards. Then investigation of performance based on these standards. So if you want to assess a project, you have to know the standard available. So your assessment should be based on the standards. And integration or synthesis of the result to achieve an overall evaluation. So at the end of the study, the result should tell us what is wrong, what is bad. And we are going to use the result to make a recommendation, right? So that we improve the program. Any questions so far? Any questions, comments? Wonderful. Thank you for staying till the end. Wonderful. We will wrap up soon. We are ending. Now, point 2, evaluation can be conducted for the purpose of what? Decision making, judgment, conclusion. So, for example, I have a program that provides shelter to abused men or abused women or abused persons. The program has been running for the past 4 years or 5 years or whatever. I want to decide whether I should continue or discontinue the program. That's decision making. Is that okay? So I can ask somebody to conduct an evaluation for me. So based on the results, I'll say, whoa, this program has brought a lot of relief to people. Ending it at this time will create a lot of what? Gaps. So I'll continue. Then the result may come, then I realize that no, this program has not yielded any result or any positive outcome, yet I've spent so much, right? And therefore, I don't think it is worth it to continue. It's about decision making or judgment or conclusion. Evaluation also leads to improvement in decision making because you cannot just make decision without having facts available, right? So it helps us to make what we call an informed decision. Decision that is based on facts, not conjecture, right? Decision that is based on facts and not conjecture. Qualities of evaluation. So whenever there's an evaluation going on, there are things that we have to look for. One, is it systematic, right? Is there a step-by-step approach, or is it haphazard? You can start anywhere, do whatever you want. A good Evaluation should be systematic, methodical, meaning you are using well-known methodologies, right? Reliable. So your evaluation instrument or the techniques or the research design or whatever you want to use it, they are reliable. Is that okay? Very, very important. Clarity. So when you write the report, anybody reading a report should at least have basic understanding. So, for example, if you write a report with jargons, right? Jargons, big grammar, big words, right? A layman or laywoman or layperson may not be able to read and understand properly. Of course, when you are writing a report, you should also look at the audience. Who are the audience? Right? Who are they going to, read this? Now, precision is very, very important. Precision. So, in your objective, you can say, for example, at the end of the project, or at the end of first 6 months, I want 10% improvement, or I want 20% improvement. You are precise. Is that okay? So that if I am going to evaluate your project, I will know that, okay, the person said there was 10% improvement, or there was what? 2% improvement. But if you just state there was improvement, to what extent, right? That person should know. And then empirical, meaning it should come from what? A well-researched or use non-research methodology, basically, right? Meaning it's scientific. I don't like the use of the word scientific too much, because when you talk about scientific, then they take it to different level, right? But science means knowledge. That's the only meaning, right? Science, meaning knowledge. So every form of knowledge can be scientific. So it's not a case that indigenous knowledge is not scientific. We have indigenous science. What about the individual conducting the evaluation? What qualities do we look for? The person should be competent, right? If the person is doing qualitative research, you look at the individual. Has he done any qualitative research before? Has he done evaluation before? What was the outcome? Then we look for accountability, meaning the person should take responsibility of the success or failure of the what? The evaluation he or she or they have done. Is that okay? You take accountability of what you have done, what you have written. Efficient and effective. So, one, efficiency can be in various forms. It can be from the economic point of view. The amount of money you use, right, in conducting this evaluation is worth it. Two, it can be from the report. The report is well written, founded on fact, not fiction. Transparency, right? Transparent. And high integrity. I always emphasize this, high integrity. As every individual, you should have at least principle, right? That guides you. Truth, courage, whatever you call integrity must be upheld at any time. Brainstorm the importance of evaluation. I think I will spare you that brainstorming. Let's conclude by what are the importance of evaluation in our life? Okay, let me quickly ask. We are wrapping up. I can see some people are yawning, right? So we are wrapping up. What do you think are some of the importance of evaluation in our life? Is it necessary to conduct an evaluation? If it is necessary, why? Good. Jennifer?
I think yes, it is necessary. It keeps us accountable for what we do, what we are trying to learn and understand, but it also allows us to reflect and go, if we're not catching, like understanding what it is that we're looking at to try to change it so that it's more understandable and
Wonderful.
more direct.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. Rochelle?
Yeah, I guess I agree with what Jennifer said. I think it was Jennifer. I think that evaluation is important because it holds people accountable. It sometimes it helps things to stay relevant because things change. So like you can improve on things as well. Um, and it also gives people a chance to be represented. Like it stays current, modern, and people are more represented, right? Because things change again.
Okay, wonderful. Shauna, I think I saw your hand up.
It was that Jennifer said mostly what I wanted to say, and then Rochelle just topped it off.
Okay, good. So we are good, right? Excellent. So in wrapping up, we can say it improves lives of millions of people by influencing public policy. You know that? Do you know that people use evaluation to formulate policy? Mostly the research that we do and whatever. And what is policy? Policy is just a project or program, right? So, I mean, you can investigate maybe a woman in shelter and whatever, and come out with some findings, and they will use that to influence policy by way of, let's say, providing shelter to women or men or people who are, okay, I can see some people testing. Good. The class is becoming lovely. Well, let me see. And more and for funding. Okay, Michelle, more for funding. Good. And then who again? I will say without evaluation, we cannot be growth. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Good. All right, perfect. Good. So it improves our life. Two. Sorry. It helps to improve the performance of program. So what is the difference between program and project? Anyone? Quick. The power has come. Energy. The difference between program and project. Anyone?
I don't know. Maybe it's like
You can
programs
guess.
are, yeah. So a project is temporary and a program is more permanent.
Yeah, that is what called good guess. Good guess is what? Hypothesis. Is that okay? Excellent. All right. Uh, Jennifer, I saw your hand up. Do you have any different answer?
I was going that same route.
Okay, wonderful. So it means, yeah. So projects are normally temporal, right? Short-term objectives, but programs are broader, long-term, and so on and so forth. It empowers community by fostering democratic debate. Why do you think that is? It empowers community by fostering democratic debate. Anyone?
Well, because people get to be heard, and people have the opportunity to share ideas and to be open-minded about receiving new ideas and then bringing them all together to enhance.
Wonderful. That's a great point. Yes, Shauna, that's James.
Just to add to that, I think that's because people's needs are diverse. Like we have a lot of the same needs, but we also have diverse needs.
Yeah, wonderful. And it also, make us more informed to be able to what? To talk about on issues. Is that right? It makes us more informed and be able to discuss issues passionately forcefully and with knowledge, not just conjectures and manipulation and so on and so forth. So that is great. What's going on? Oh, listen. Okay. So this brings us to the end of today's class. Normally, I don't keep students too long, but we did that for a good cause, right? Now we have our groups, so you can start your assignment as quickly as possible, and so on and so forth. I know subsequent lectures will spend mostly 2 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes. I will not use the whole 3 hours. For me, if you leave me, I can talk the whole day. But if I'm in private life, I'm quiet. But when I'm class, then the passion will come. Then I can talk. But I will not use my passion to keep you here. I'll try as much as possible to allow you to go home and have a good rest. So in that vein, I'll say thank you all for coming. If you have questions, please do ask. If no question, then let's call it a day. Hope to see you next week. Wonderful.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you
Demi.
so much,
Thank
Professor.
you.
Thanks, Prof.
Thank you,
Professor. Have a good
Professor.
Thank you,
night.
Dr.
Good
Demi.
night.
Good
Demi,
night.
good night. Stay safe and stay home.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night, Dr. Debbie.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for staying till the end.
Dr. Demi.
Yes.
Sorry, real quick. I noticed that you're recording this. Are you going to be recording each week just in case somebody like myself would like to revisit something you've said?
I'll record them.
And it'll be posted?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. It
But
was lovely meeting you.
Can you repeat that?
I said thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, thank you for thanking me. Thank you for thanking me.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I'll end the class first. Stop sharing.
Thank you so much, Dr. Demi. Good night.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.